hi, we're your hosts. Guys, we want to just follow on from last week's video then with just a wee bit about the preparation that we were talking about. So just trying to give you a hand with what preparation should be done on Sundays and then potentially again on Thursdays or some day during the week. So
yeah, it was really cool to hear people talking about nutrition that watched the video, got something from it, maybe shopped for the first time or made breakfast or prepped some food. So thank you for taking the time to watch it, and well done to anybody who took their first steps to making a change and getting a little bit better at taking control of their nutrition. So today we're just going to go through food prep, what it looks like. Brief video, not keep you too long, just to give you some ideas. You might want to grab a pen and a piece of paper just to write a few things down if that helps, and hopefully you get something from it this week as well. Cool, so this is what Sunday food prep looks like. Large variety of foods, all prepped in advance, and it's about just saving yourself some time. Having good food ready to go makes it really easy, especially if you work shifts, have kids, jobs, families, a hectic lifestyle. It's really good to have it all handy in the fridge and ready to assemble. I understand that microwaving for a lot of people isn't ideal, but you have to work with what fits in with your lifestyle and weigh up the options as to whether having good food that's been heated up or coming in late and having to improvise with what you have that might not be the healthiest. So you kind of have to weigh up the options as to what works for you, what's going to fit in with your lifestyle, and how you're going to make it easier. So taking maybe 2 hours on a Sunday, then maybe another hour on a Thursday just to top up can really help to improve the quality of what you're eating, and get you on track with better nutrition and better quality of food. Okay, so when you are prepping your food, you want to cover those basics that we talked about last week. So having a source of protein, having a source of carbohydrate, some vegetables and some fat in there as well. So first up, protein, what I've cooked today and yesterday. A free range chicken, so a whole chicken yesterday. I was at home yesterday afternoon, so it was easy just to pop it into the oven. I think it was 1 hour and 25 minutes. A lemon inside it, maybe a clove of garlic, salt and pepper, and that was it. So that's that done, and that'll last me maybe until Thursday with meals. So that's one source of protein. Another is turkey mince. I fried it in a dry pan and added peri-peri seasoning and garlic, and that was that done. So that's another source. Salmon fillets, oven, lemon, salt and pepper, 15 minutes, job done. And then boiled eggs, so for handiness, a protein source there just to add in, especially for breakfast and things, because a lot of people lack protein in their breakfast, so boiled eggs are a really handy one for that. So carbohydrates then, really good for replenishing your energy stores, keeping you full and sort of satisfied throughout the day. An important part to include at every meal as well. Some people think that cutting them out is beneficial, but they actually are part of a balanced diet. I done boiled potatoes, literally pan of water, boiled potatoes, baby boils, a large pot of whole grain brown rice. And that's the two sources that we go to for lunch, afternoon meal and dinner, and just vary between them. Another option is your oats for breakfast. So these are Mark's overnight oats for breakfast. They're quick, they're handy, they're in the fridge ready to go, and you don't have to think about it. So that would be your carbohydrate sources on hand. Vegetables then, a massive part of what you should be eating at lunchtime, in the afternoon and with your dinner. They're going to bulk out your meal a lot, keep you full, and they're also going to provide you with a lot of vitamins and minerals as well. Greens, eat as much of them as you need to. So broccoli just cut up and steamed, green beans same in the steamer, just slightly steamed. You want to keep a little bit of the bite in them so that they don't overcook. We have mushrooms and peppers. They were just dry fried in a pan with no oil, and they're just to add a little bit of colour, a little bit of variation, and a bit of texture into what you're eating. So vegetables, choose what you like, prep them, cut them up, have them ready to go. It means that they don't go off in your fridge, so they won't go to waste. And it'll also encourage you to include more of them throughout your meals. Okay, so we talked about fats last week as well. Very important to include in your diet. They'll keep you fuller for longer. They're good for brain function, and they are part of a healthy diet also. I don't prepare any fats. They're added into the meals as I go along. So possibly an avocado, coconut oil in different things, or maybe dressing a salad in extra virgin olive oil, or possibly just having nuts and seeds, small handful on the side, just to top up into the meals. So you add in your fats just as an extra on top of the meals whenever you're assembling them. So whether you're going to work for a full day, you're coming home late from work, all of these things are in your fridge ready to go. So the night before, pack your lunch, put it together. So you want to pick your protein source, your carbohydrate source, bulk it out with your vegetables, and then think, can I have some fat with this as well? Pack that up, put it in your lunchbox, take it with you to work. Same if you come home in the evening and it's late, all you have to do is lift the tubs out of the fridge, put your meal together, and you're ready to go. So during the week I rarely cook, just for time wise. I'm not getting home till maybe 9 o'clock at night, and I don't want to have to start cooking and cleaning at that stage. So it makes life really easy, and it also allows me to eat well and stay on top of my nutrition.
Guys, just to finish then, so we want to just touch a wee bit on motivation. So for some people, eating is particularly easy and they're mad into just this clean, healthy eating. And for some people, this is a lot bigger and a harder challenge. So the simple way to look at it is that if you start sort of making small steps in the right direction, you build momentum with it, and then it becomes something that you're seeking. So if you're moving away from sort of a less nutritious, fatty, greasier foods, initially that's going to be something that your body just continues to crave, and you're going to be looking for it and wanting it. And I'm completely speaking from experience here. And then when you get back onto a healthier track, and the gap between them sort of cheat meals gets bigger, or you can do what we do now, which is turn it into, you have that cheat meal at the end of the week. You start craving the nutritious food a lot more, and then you feel a lot more motivated with your life, mindset, training. So it sort of all works for you when it's going in the right direction, and all works against you when it's going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, small steps. Don't try and overhaul everything at once. Maybe this week just focus on getting your breakfast and your lunch right. And then next week you might add in something else and something else. So you want to create habits, as opposed to trying to go hell for leather for 3 weeks and then it all falls apart again afterwards. You're trying to create long-term habits that you can sustain, and that's easy. I mean, the food that I showed you there isn't complicated. They're not advanced recipes. They're really basic things that you just assemble together and then flavour up with seasoning, herbs and spices, lemon, lime, stuff like that. So make it really simple and enjoyable, as opposed to something that seems like a chore or something that you just can't get your head around.
Boom.
Done.